Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Diablo 3 video. Today I'm going to show you my Barbarian barb build and how it works and how effective it is in Torment 7, Torment 6. So first I'm going to show you the skills. You want Call the Ancients with Together as One, Whirlwind with Wind Shear, Wrath of the Berserker with Insanity, Sprint with Run Like the Wind, Battle Rage into the Fray, Warcry with Impunity, and the passive skills I use Brawler, Rampage, Bloodthirst, and Boon of Bolkathos. So you want Together as One, so when you're attacking, the damage is split between you and your Ancients basically. You want Whirlwind with Wind Shear, so you gain 1 Fury every time an enemy is struck, plus the lightning damage. Wrath of the Berserker, because it just makes your guy stronger overall. Sprint with Run Like the Wind. I use Run Like the Wind because I like the extra damage and it increases your movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Battle Rage into the Fray. You can use whichever one you want. A lot of people use Marauder's Rage, Bloodshed. I just use Into the Fray. Gain 1% critical hit chance for each enemy within 10 yards while under the effects of Battle Rage. Basically there's always like 10 or more monsters within 10 yards of you with this spec. And Warcry with Impunity to increase your resistance to all elements by 20%. I use Brawler because there's always more than 3 enemies within 12 yards. All your damage is increased by 20%. That's amazing. Rampage. This stacks up to 25 times and it increases your strength by 1% after killing enemies. I use Bloodthirst to it heals me. So every time I spend Fury, it heals me for 1,000 life, which is not bad because I spend Fury non-stop when I'm using Whirlwind and Into the Fray and Sprint. So I'm always spending at least 10, 20, at least 50 every like second. Boon of Bolkathos decreases your cooldown time. Wrath of the Berserker and Call the Ancients. So yeah, but you can change this for something else if you want. You can either probably change this to Berserker of the Rage, because you're always going to be at maximum or near maximum Fury, which increases your additional damage by 25%. So now we're going to be talking about the powering on points. Max out movement speed 25, 50 out of 50, and then the rest goes into strength. And for offense, I max out crit hit chance and then critical hit damage in that order. And then I'm going to go to attack speed and cooldown reduction. You don't need cooldown reduction because you never have cooldowns. For defense, you want to max out resist all first, and then you want to start maxing out your life, and then armor, and then life regen, in that order. And then for utility, you want to max out area damage, so increases your area damage percent by 50%. That's amazing because everything in the area of your Whirlwind takes 50% more damage. And then I put into resource cost reduction. You can put into life on hit, whichever you want. So now we're going to show you the gear. You want the Wrath of the Waste set. So I have the helm. Has strength, resist all, and crit. That's what every helm needs. Same thing with the shoulders, strength, vitality, resist all, and mine just so happen to increase damage by Call the Ancients by 13%, which is really good. Strength, vitality, resist all. You want to make sure they have resist all your pieces. My gloves don't have resist all, but they have vitality, which I need. You should have at least over 500k life. I have 580k, which is good enough. So yeah, crit, strength, crit, vitality, and then your uh, your bracers, you can use whichever has the best stats. This one's ancient triangles, coils, so that has a lot of strength, a lot of vitality, a lot of resist all, and then you just try to get crit on it. String of ears I'm using because it's ancient, it has a lot of high stats, and it was better than my Thunder God's belt. Same thing with the pants, strength, vitality, resist all. I have this ring, Arcstone. I don't think it's too good, but again, socket. You always want to have a socket in your rings, crit and strength, and mine just so happens to have reduce all cooldowns. My other ring is restraint. It's ancient. It's really good. I need to get focus. The other set ring, strength, vitality, crit, and a socket. It's always awesome. The boots, strength, vitality, resist all, and then they also have whirlwind damage by 12%, increases that, which is good. And then you need the Bull Kathos weapon set. I have this one, it's ancient. I can put, you gotta have a socket in it, and you should try to get 10% damage with it, and strength. I have the thing in my stash. I can use this on it and have a free socket and then reroll 10% strength, but I really don't want to. It works fine as it is. Bull Kathos, Warrior Blood, this is not ancient, but it has strength, vitality, and crit, and a socket. You should get weapon damage instead of vitality, but it's fine. So the gems that I use Taeguk, gain 0.5% increased damage for 3 seconds after spending primary resource. This stacks up to 49 times because it's level 29. Then you can gain 0.5% increased armor for every stack, so that's really good. Gives you more damage and more defense. Wreath of Lightning, just lightning damage to everyone nearby for 860% weapon damage. And you gain movement speed once it's past rank 25. Oh, I didn't show you my amulet. My amulet has crit, strength, and then you don't want that damage on it, you want a socket instead. But since my amulet had something worse than the damage, I put crit on it. Prevent all lightning damage taken and heal yourself for 13% of the amount prevented. That's really good. You can just sit in lightning damage and gain life. You can either use this amulet with a socket, or Hellfire, Ancient Hellfire with strength, crit, and a socket. That's really good. And plus you get a passive skill, which is, in this case, Nerves of Steel, which is pretty good. And you want to put Bane of the Stricken in this one. Each attack you make against an enemy increases the damage it takes from your attacks by 0.98%. It goes higher and higher. Gain 20% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. That's really good. I'm going to start using this once my my rank goes to 25. And yeah, that's about it with the gear. If you have any questions, all resist with Warcry, they're all 1500 plus, which is pretty good. And for the cube, I use Thunder Fury, but I gotta change that to this sword. I need to extract this legendary power on Fulminator, but I don't want to use that one because it's ancient. So yeah, Fulminator, Thunder Gods of Vigor, or Vigor, and then you want to put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Beyonce. Okay. You could either use Unity or this ring right here, which is really good, but I don't have any of these rings yet, so I can't use them. Now I'm going to show you how a T6 Rift looks like. You basically just whirlwind forever and destroy everything in your path. I always have sprint up. And then boom, just spam 2 and 3, 2 and 3. And then just whirlwind. You destroy everything. You hit from anywhere to like 10 mil to 80 mil, 90 mil with your whirlwind, which is pretty amazing. You never die. And with this set, you whirlwind and your toughness goes up by 40%, which is amazing. See? I'll show you that in a second. Set piece increases damage of Ren by 500%. During whirlwind, you gain 40% more toughness. And then the 6 piece makes the Dust Devil tornadoes hit for 2500% of your damage, weapon damage. So every time you whirlwind, you see these tornadoes. That's what the 6 piece set bonus does. And those tornadoes hit for a lot, 40, 50 mil. So yeah, if you want to just gear up other characters, get another set, you can just run this build, and you can clear T6, T7 rifts really, really fast and get a lot of gear. Or if you just want to farm death threats, this is the way to do it. Or if you just want to have fun with this build, I love this build, even though it's not the best Barbarian build. It's my favorite one. So yeah, this is all you do. You just whirlwind, kill everything, and you never die. If you stay out of those fire things, you never die. That's the end of this video, guys. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can. If you want to follow my Twitch, you can. It's all in the information below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Wow.